And if you, yes you, wish to learn some slide basics on the Cigar box guitar, stay tuned for the lesson. Welcome one and indeed welcome all to this Blackpool Music School lesson all about the Cigar box guitar. To get the most from this video you will need to be tuned Golf, Delta, Golf. But any tuning is fine. Alpha, Echo, Alpha is fine. Charlie, Golf, Charlie is fine. But you'll be in a different key to me. So the main tuning I use is root, that's G, the string nearest your chin, Delta, the string in the middle, and Golf, the string nearest the floor. And it produces a G chord, a G power chord to be exact. But like I said, if you were tuned Alpha, Echo, Alpha, you'd just be playing in the key of E. So let's get started. I am using a glass slide on my middle finger. Metal is fine, ceramic is fine, and you can wear it on whichever finger you wish. I find it easier on my middle finger, but try it on different fingers. What works for you may not work for somebody else and vice versa. The only thing I will say is I leave one finger free behind the slide for this reason. So let's get started. If you were to play a C chord, in my case that's at the 5th fret there. Normally when you're playing a C chord, you play before the fret. On slide you play on the fret. So you'll rest the slide slightly on the strings. So I'm actually playing on the slide there. This finger here is stopping the other strings rattling without the finger. You get that rattle, you rest that finger on the strings ever so lightly. It rings clear. So without the finger, you get that buzz with the finger. No buzz. Now both are valid. Some people like that rattly sound. Some people don't. But the point I'm making is you don't play behind the fret, you actually play over the fret. Normally you play there for a C chord and the fret rings the notes out. This time you're playing on the fret, and that's your fretting technique. That is a C chord. So we're going to apply that technique up here now to the G chord. For the easiest, I'm just going to be strumming down up like that to the count of a 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and okay, that's the simple strum. So when we're in the key of G for this song, and we're lucky enough that the G chord doesn't need any frets fretting, that's the G chord. Now playing that is fine. You can make it a full G by putting the ring finger at the 4th fret of the string nearest the floor. That's a proper G chord, that's a G major chord. When you play it like that, that is a G power chord. I will come on to this in another lesson in this series, but for now we're just going to pretend that is the G chord. So when you're playing that, you can add little bits like this. Now all I'm doing there is I'm strumming down up, putting the slide at the 2nd fret, then sliding up on the and. So whichever one I choose, it's like this. So 2nd fret with the slide over the top, this finger resting on the string. Then slide up into that 3rd fret. So I'm going down up, 2nd fret down, 3rd fret up. To finish that little pattern off, I am using the 1st finger at the 2nd fret of the middle string, then off again. So it's down with it on, off with it up, and you get this sound. And so when you're playing a G chord and not singing, you can add that in. So say the singer's singing now, and then there's a break. You can throw that in. I personally wouldn't do that when the singer's singing or the instrument carrying the lead is playing, because it distracts from them. When they're doing their bit, you should be focusing on the melody. But that's something you can add that. So in my case, I am in G, I am tuned G, D, G. If you were tuned Alpha, Echo, Alpha, that would work on any A chord if the song's in the key of A. But we're in golf, so we're going to stay there and we can add a bit more to it. So this is the next part. So we've been playing on the second and up on the third, down on the second, up on the third. That's frets, by the way, but you can also do second and fifth. So that's down on the second, slide up ready to strum up with the fifth. So that can sound like this. So again, it can sound like this. So you can combine the two as well. So now I'll combine both of them. So again, all you need to remember is I am in the key of G. I am playing a song in the key of G, and that is a G chord. If you were tuned Alpha, Echo, Alpha and the song was in the key of A, that's an A chord, and these techniques would work, and vice versa. As long as the strings, the outer strings, whatever note that is, that's the tuning of the instrument. As long as you're playing that chord, these techniques can apply in any tuning. So the main bit to remember is we start at the second and on the downstroke, and slide to the third or the second to the fifth. Down on the second, up on the third, down on the second, up on the fifth. So you can vary it like this. What I'm doing there is down, up on an open fretboard, no strings being pressed. So it's down, up, one and, two and, three and, four and, one and, two and, three and, four and, one and, two and, three and, four and. So for this technique, you fret, you put the slide over the second fret. Please forgive me, first day with the new mouth. On the down and slide up to the third for the upstroke, or down on the second up to the fifth on the upstroke, and then occasionally you can throw this first finger at the second fret of the middle string and then up. So altogether you can create this. And as you can hear, it adds a bit more to your playing, but I would only do that when the singer's not singing. You don't have to play it all, you can just simply stay on 2 and 3. Or 2 and 5. Or you can simply use that first finger off and on. It's entirely up to you. The first finger technique is down with it on. When you come up, finger off. But there is more we can add to this slide technique. So we have covered the 3rd and the 5th fret. We also have the octave, which is found at the 12th fret. So you can even add that in now and again. So you get this technique. So you can create this sort of sound. All you need to remember there is from the 10th fret we're going down, and on the 12th fret coming up for that octave. That type of sound. Yep. So really here it's the 10th on the down, up on the 12th. 2nd to 3rd, 2nd to 5th, 10th to 12th. So that can now sound like this. And you can go in any order you wish yet, but there is one more thing we can add to this. The other thing we can add to this is the 12th fret here is the octave of the open string. So this is the knot here, this is the 12th fret here. So you've even got the 15th fret and the 17th fret as slide, if you can reach down that far, because 15 and 17 is the same as 3 and 5, just one octave up. So if you can reach down there as well to get this sort of sound. So again, in that case, you are sliding from the 14th to the 15th, or the 14th to the 17th for that octave. So altogether now, you can create quite a nice boogie just on one chord. And some of you will have worked out that using the word boogie gives you an idea how old I am. But if you were playing a song and you were doing an introduction, a talking introduction, you can sort of play this over the top. Then start singing. Singer, stop singing. Obviously you'd be changing chords with the song, but for that technique we'll come on to that in another video. But if you're just playing, in my case, I am tuned Golf Delta Golf. If it's a G chord being played, I can play any of those techniques I've just showed you. Well, I do hope you found this video useful. If you have, please give us a big thumbs up and subscribe to Blackpool Music School. The more videos, the more subscribers we get. I've said that enough times now, I should be able to get it right. The more subscribers we get and the more thumbs up we get, the more videos we will post. So until next time, take care, keep practicing, keep playing, and as always, goodbye.